What's up there, Facebook? Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to Coffee with Jared. Today we're talking 6 steps to scaling your business. That's what we're talking about today. We're talking 6 steps to scaling your business. And as you guys are tuning in, what I want you to do is I want you to just comment below. Let us know where you're calling in from, where you're jumping on the call from. Secondly, what I want you guys to do, I want you to share the stream. I'm going to be giving you guys shout outs and things like that today as well. So share the stream so more people can hear all of this as well. More people have got to know this information. So share the stream. I'm going to be giving you guys shout outs today, your businesses, etc. And thirdly as well, what I want you guys to do is to, if you can guess anything that I'm speaking about today, I'm going to give you 5 nights in Bali or 5 nights in Thailand. All you got to do is guess what I'm talking about. So we're talking 6 steps to scaling your business online. Welcome to the call, everybody. Welcome, Serena. Welcome, Michael. Welcome, Cherry. Hope you guys are doing well. Thanks so much for tuning in. There's a few other people that have joined in, I can see, but I can't tell who you are, so you're going to have to comment below and let us know you're here, and I'll say a good day, mate. Right, so we're talking 6 steps to growing your business today. That's what we're talking about, 6 steps to growing your business, scaling your business, taking it to the next level. Because, I don't know, like for a lot of you right now, you may be looking for some additional ways to be able to grow. You might be looking at, what are the steps that I've got to go through, right? You talk about marketing a lot, Jared. Am I at a stage where, my business can use marketing to grow it? Are there some other things that I should be thinking of with relation to growing my business? All this type of stuff. So I'm going to give you 6 steps that you can go through today. So as you're tuning in, share the stream. I'm going to give you shout outs and let us know that you've shared it as well in the comments so I can give you the shout outs, because I got so many notifications every single day coming through. It's a challenge to keep up with. So as soon as you share it, just say shared in the comments so that I can give your business a shout out. And these 6 steps today that we're going to be going through, there's 6 steps. This first one really, I didn't really focus on a lot because my mind is like, let's just freaking do this. Let's run, right? Forget it, right? Let's just run. Let's just do the actions necessary to move forward, to take action, to kick goals, because I don't want to stay where I am. Like I said to you guys in previous live streams, is that my mindset, right, as where it is now, is I am impatient. I want to do things now, right? I don't want to do them last week or next year, or I want to do them last week, but I don't want to do them next year. I don't want to do it tomorrow. I don't want to do it the next day. I want to do it today. I want to do it now. I want to do it yesterday, right? I'm impatient. When it comes to moving forward myself in my own life, I am so impatient. And these are things, though, that I'm going to be speaking to you guys about today, different things that can change your perspective a little, but also in addition to that as well, give you some other steps to think about, some other steps that you must do, mistakes that I've made that I haven't done, okay? And I want to give you this so you avoid all of this as well. And that's why we do all of these live streams as well. And you can tune in 12 o'clock every day, and we're talking about new things, new subjects, new strategies, new ways to grow, because I don't want you guys to make the same mistakes that I did, right? And no doubt what Serena has done too, having built $1 million businesses, right? She is in the same realm, right? Like, she made a lot of mistakes, and often we make a lot more mistakes than we do successes, right? It's like with all of this, it's about we want to help you avoid a lot of mistakes that we did, so you have less mistakes, so you can move forward, so you can take more action, so you can do more. But at the same point in time, you're still going to make mistakes. You're still going to learn from them, and when they come up, you can check in with us, and we can help you strategize around it moving forward. So these 6 things we're talking about today, this first thing that I want to talk to you guys about is identifying the milestone, identifying the business and where you future plan and want to go with it. And this is in details, right? So I can get really big picture with you guys, but I can also go into the details as well. So identifying milestones. So right, one thing that you've got to look at is your cash flow in the business. I'm not an accountant. I'm not going to give you guys personal advice today. Everything is general, okay? So everything is general of nature. And what I'm talking about whenever I talk money or anything like that, it's complete general, and all of you have very different situations. All I want to do is give you a bit of an awareness so that you know what the steps are you must go through. So like milestones around like cash flow and, are you getting investors' money into your business? Do you have employees? Do you have a marketing spend? Do you have software and business expenses and things like that? Yes, you would, no doubt, right? So it's looking at when is that cash, like future projecting, when is that cash going to run out? And what milestones does your business need to go through to be able to profit, to be able to reduce expense, to be able to move forward? You need to understand those numbers. How long can your business go until it runs out of cash? So if something was to go wrong, right, and COVID was to hit a second time, how much longer is it going to go before your cash runs out? And what milestones or things would you need to do in your business in order to ensure that you don't run out of cash, right? So in terms of sales you need to make, in terms of, when you're investing so much into your marketing every month, what is it that you need to be putting, like if you're putting in that same amount, how long is it going to last for? What do you need to close every single month to be able to continue to grow? So it's putting together a strategic plan for your business around what are the milestones that your business needs to go through over the next 12 months to be able to hit a result. How many sales does it need to make? How many leads does it need to generate? How many appointments does it need to generate? How many, judging on, if there's so much of a non-show up rate, how can you reducing all of this, right? And factoring it all into the future growth plan. So you're identifying milestones that your business must go through in order to grow, right? If you have a mindset of wanting to stay or hold on to what it is that you've got from the previous year, right? You're not thinking big enough. So identify a bigger milestone that your business can go through, and what does it need? What are the milestones? What does it need to hit each quarter, each month, each week, each day in order to get a result, which is all panning towards the future growth? Okay, so if you're understanding what I'm talking about here, just come into the comment box and just say, yes, I am. Yes, I'm understanding what it is that you're talking about, because this is number one, and this is one thing that I didn't focus on enough. And I want you, a whole idea of today is so I can give you guys the awareness that this is an area that you must focus. And it all comes into planning. Prior planning prevents poor performance, right? If you want to hold on to what you've done the previous year, you're probably not going to hit the goal that you set for the previous year. So I want to ensure that you guys have this awareness so you can get the growth that you want. So identifying milestone, that's the first one. The second one is, for a lot of you, you might have investors. You might be, managing cash flow. You might have employees. You might be looking at other things like customers that are coming on board and all this sort of stuff, right? Investing more into marketing and software and all this type of stuff. But what you want to focus on is you want to focus on things to reduce risk. You want to focus on risk reducers for your business. Ways to reduce risk around customer acquisition. Ways to reduce risk around investing more into marketing. Ways to reduce risk to create more predictability, right? Reducing risk can be having scripts in place. Reducing risk can be having various insurance in place just in case something out of the ordinary happens, like, someone takes you to court, right, for your business, right? Having insurance in place that covers that, right? Professional indemnity insurance, all this type of stuff, cybersecurity insurance. And by the way, right, if you're looking for, like, cybersecurity is a big thing now. Like, Facebook accounts can get stolen, right? Facebook advertising accounts can get stolen by cybersecurity hackers. And they can start spending enormous amounts of money on your ads account, and it all gets charged to your credit card. Reducing risk. Focus on ways to reduce risk. Cherry, who's on this call right now, all of you should be booking a session with her and finding ways to reduce risk in your business. And this is a serious thing. So this isn't something that you go, I'm thinking about reducing risk in my business and thinking about bringing on somebody who's an expert in cybersecurity to protect me on this. This is like, you know, if you're going to reach out to Cherry on this, you hit her up and you commit to it and you find a way to make it happen with her so she can help you do this. Because this is a very important part of the growth of your business now. Everyone's taking it online. Everyone's working from home. Everyone's, you know, focusing on ways to grow their business. Hit Cherry up because she will help you put a plan together, reduce this risk. So you've got to have experts in place to help you with this. And I want you guys to share the stream because more people need to hear this information. Nobody's speaking about things from a focus of ways to reduce risk, right? Reducing risk can also be if you're doing a lot of things by yourself at the moment in your business and you're just like trialing, testing things and slapping stuff together, right? That can cost you a lot of money. And that's quite that's quite a lot of risk to put on a business in just, you know, slapping things together. So spending some cash, getting someone in that specializes to set things up for you and then train you on how to do it, for example, can also be a way to reduce more risk because someone's giving you something that's predictable, something they've worked out for themselves. It's going to cost you less in the long run because time is another thing, right? The longer you spend putting things together, trialing and testing and working things out, it will cost more in the long run than getting somebody in to be able to sort something for you and give you a solution. So finding ways to reduce risks. And it's also then looking at, you know, the customers that you're bringing on board, the types of customers that you're bringing on board, and having referenceable data around it. So making sure that, you know, your cost per acquisition is reducing. Having your cost per acquisition reducing every single month, finding ways to reduce your cost per acquisition of a client. All the high-level CEOs talk around how can they talk around our cost per acquisition per client is this, okay? So for every amount of advertising dollars we spend, it costs us this much to acquire one client. Tomorrow we've got Amy Small on the session tomorrow talking around finances and banking and how to, you know, present your business well to be able to, you know, get loans from banks and that type of stuff. All of this is referenceable as well to when you speak to investors. So it's having trackable data, risk reducing, processes in place so that when you speak to investors, you can speak with confidence around, this is our cost per acquisition per client. This is how many leads we generate a month. Out of that, this is how many sales we make based on the leads generated. This is our close ratios. You can give it to them like that. And an investor is going to eat that up. They're going to go, okay, cool. The investors, right, angel investors, people that invest full time in a business, in businesses, they work with, this isn't their first rodeo. They understand many different industries, markets, this sort of stuff. Or they may be specialized in your business if they're speaking to you. So they understand this because they do it every single day. They want to know, hey, have you got your sales game sorted? Have you got that sorted? If you know your cost per acquisition as a business, right, that gives so much more confidence in someone that's going to invest in your company. So you want to make sure you got referenceable data there as well. That's about reducing risk and being able to show that you can sell, that you can do your game. You can do this business. You got a sellable product. Find ways to focus on reducing risk. That's number 2. Number 3 is watching for an increase in bookings. That's the third one. So if your business is at a certain point right now and you're getting so many bookings, you're getting so much done, right? You got stuff, you got referenceable factors, you've focused on reducing risk wherever possible, you got referenceable data, that type of stuff. Now you want to be watching for an increase in booking. So if you're looking to grow, right, you need an increase in booking, right? And that's booking in terms of appointments and sales. So you want to look for a watch of increase and how that is working as you're scaling your marketing and things like that as well. You want to make sure you're referencing and watching the increase in bookings, because if you're growing, that's what you want to be focusing on, right? So you're focused on, you got referenceable data around your cost per acquisitions and all this type of stuff. You want to be watching the data around the bookings that are coming through as you're growing, right? We got a whole spreadsheet we put together around showing watching the increase in spend, the leads coming in, the amount of bookings, the no-shows that are coming through, the return on investment for the business, all this sort of stuff. We've got referenceable data that we're putting together around this. So you want to watch, that's number 3, you want to watch the increase in bookings that's from a sales perspective and also appointments for your business, right? Because appointments mean sales. There's a very close correlation between when an appointment is booked, right, as to how many sales you got. The more appointments you get, the more sales for your business. If you run a clinic, for example, the more people that are in the appointments calendar, the more people that come in for the appointments, the more sales the business gets. It's the same with every single business, okay? How many appointments coming in? How many sales are you making, right? The more appointments in the calendar, the more sales. It's just about making sure that you got that predictable system to follow from a sales perspective. So that's number 3, watching an increase in your appointments and bookings. Number 4 is identifying your ideal customer, okay? So identifying it, picking one target market, one single case to use, and message around the product that you sell that gives the solution to your clients, right? So I'll repeat that again. Identify your ideal customer, who that is, pick one target market and have a single use case, right? So the single one case of someone that you use, someone that you solve, a specific type of person that you introduce to the marketplace, optimize around that one person, right? That one ideal client that you may be working with now, or you may be using as a case study as well. And then use one message around your product, the solution your product provides, to market to that specific person, right? So if you look at like all of our ads, our message is simple, right? How to add 37 to 59 leads in 28 days or less using paid marketing. Our one message is simple and it's targeted at a specific client, right? We're not talking, we're not talking customers, right? If we're talking customers instead of clients or leads, we'd be then, speaking to a very different type of marketplace, right? Because the message you use is very different. Our clients want leads, and then they want to turn leads into sales, okay? Or to clients, right? So that's our message that we're providing, okay? So you want to be identifying as number 4, your ideal customer, and specifically picking one target market, like that's one ideal customer, one target market, and selecting a repeatable, profitable, and scalable way to sell to them, right? The second part of it is finding that single use case. So if you've got a case study or someone that you use currently, right? Or you market to currently, or someone that is using your service currently, picking that one person and putting proven, repeatable processes around that, and then putting one message to your product, right? Your product, and identifying the solution that product is and marketing specific to that person through everything that you do. Notice every even video, every live stream that we speak on, we're doing the same thing, right? We're talking about the same outcomes, right? Which is the growth, the ways, the things that people have in mind. Because our systems, and it's even in our 300 Mastermind, we speak about all of this and we've got all of it there laid out step by step, showing people how to do it. And really, like, people get a free 3-day trial to that. And then after that, it's only $7 a week, right? They can choose fortnightly if they choose, or they can get a discount for 12 months, right? And that's like showing people, walking people through the process, how to add 37 to 59 leads in 28 days or less using paid marketing to your business. We know it's repeatable. We know it's predictable. We know that it's systematic, that every single month it does it, because we've done it now so many times ourselves, and we've done it so many times now with our clients that it's insane, right? So following that process and using that process that's predictable, okay, it can give you all the solutions you're after. You just, like that program's got it all. You just jump in it. It's got so much more as well. So that was number 4. Number 4 is optimizing the product, the solutions around your product, and identifying your ideal client and optimizing things around that. So number 5 is optimize for the buyer. Okay. So once you got the buyer, optimize everything for the buyer. So what is going to help the buyer get the result? How do you optimize it? So part of like even all of these live streams that I'm doing every single day at 12 o'clock Perth, Western Australia time is also optimizing it for like our 300 Mastermind clients, our Freedom Warrior clients, and our scale partners as well. It's optimizing everything for them too, to be able to, inspire them, motivate them to do more and become better. Also give them other things to think about as well when they're looking about scaling and growing, as we're implementing it for them, or we are implementing it with them, or they're in our 300 Mastermind and they're implementing it by themselves, step by step, the process, giving them more things to think about, more things to do, inspiring them to more action. Because really, if we are better, we step up our game more, then it gives them a referenceable point to be able to take their social media game to a whole new level as well. Okay? So everything is optimizing for the buyer, right? Testimonials, reviews. The whole reason the 300 Mastermind was created is not for a moneymaker for the business, because it is not that. $10 a week is like $7 USD or $10 Australian a week is not a way to grow a business. It does not grow a business at all. And it's no way a moneymaker in any way, shape or form for the business. We marketing this business right now and this program is a big loss to the business, right? Compared to how we normally sell our products, our services and everything in the past, it's a big loss to the business. But really what it's about is it's about bigger picture of branding, right? So we're looking for 300 case studies, hence the reason it's named 300 Mastermind. And we're looking for 300 more reviews. We're looking for 300 more video testimonials of people that have used the product, got an ROI on the product, and have taken their business game to a whole new level. Because our next level is overloading a marketplace with results. Overloading, like we're talking avalanches of results. That's the whole bigger picture of the why that program was created, because it does not make money in any way, shape or form. It does a little bit, but it's like, you've got to have kind of, 1,000 people on it for it to be worthwhile for a business, okay? Because if you're just making little like $10 a week sales every day, it adds up eventually, but it's not adding like value to, like it's adding value to a business from a value like a big value perspective in terms of the testimonials and the results and the reviews and everything like that it can give you. But from a cash flow perspective, it does not help. Runs the business at a massive loss by marketing that product. So that is purely just a branding thing. And when you're optimizing everything for the buyer. You're adding more value, you're doing more things, you're finding additional ways to streamline things for the buyer to make it easier. We basically streamline that whole process so people just go through the battle plan marketing method like exactly step by step. So it's like, this is the first point you post in the group. This is the second point you post in the group. This is the third point you post in the group, right? And it just walks you through it all step by step. And you just follow the video tutorials and shows you how to implement, right? And then you just get us kicking you up the arse, booting you into gear and talking about it and ensuring that you're doing the work, right? So that's what it's all about. It's optimizing for the buyer, optimizing your product for the buyer. The last one, and this is one thing that we talk about a lot as well around, your business and growing your business and things like that. So we talk about hiring salespeople to leverage yourself out of sales positions in your business and things like that. However, you don't want to hire salespeople too early. There is a too early spot to hire salespeople, and that is when you're first launching you're first launching products, you're proving products, and you're selling products for the first time. You do not want to hire salespeople if you do not have a proven product method that gets results for people systematically every single day, right? You do not want to hire people then. The founder or the business owner needs to prove that they have a sellable product. They need to prove that their product is sellable and that their product gets results for people as well. Because when you're first time growing a business, you've got to understand that part of growing a business is about ensuring that your product optimized for the buyer and your product gets results for the buyer. And when you bring salespeople in, right, you want to already have proven methods of ways to sell the product prior to bringing them in, right? Which is scripts, processes, systems, things like that in place as well. And then that way it's going to show you, and when you do bring salespeople on board, your business is ready to scale. So you got to have a business that's ready to scale as well. You got to have a product that's proven, that's saleable, that gets results. And you've also got to make sure as well that, the lead gen is sorted when salespeople come on board. You got to make sure all of this is in place before hiring salespeople. Because these guys, they come on board hungry. They're hungry for success. They're motivated by money. They're motivated by making a difference, right? That's what salespeople are like. They want to live. They want a successful life. They want a successful lifestyle. That's why they do sales, right? They want to get results. They want to kick goals. They want to be closing deals every day, every week. They want to be making a difference, right? So you got to have these things sorted. You got to make sure your product's saleable. You got to make sure your product get results. You got to make sure that you have solid sales processes in place so when they come in, you got solid processes and systems and things like that in place so that they just drop into the role and they go through your training step by step and they start selling, which is what it's all about. So that was number 6. Number 6 is don't hire salespeople too early because you want to ensure you got all these things in place. So if you guys are finding value from this live today, what I want you to do is just type value in the comments. Let me know that you guys are engaged. You guys are getting heaps from all of this as well. Because I want to ensure that we're moving forward. You're gathering this information, but more importantly, we're implementing it. And if you guys are getting results from all these videos I share about, give us a review at the top of the page and just talk about your experience with it, right? Yes, I got results, and talk about your experience. Share a review on the top of the page there as well, because every review is we're grateful for. Okay, so if you're getting results, things like that, just share a review at the top of the page, right? Until you get that value, until you get that result, etc. I want you just to share it above as a review on the page. So that's it for today. For a lot of you as well, right? If you're looking for ways to solve more problems, you're looking for solutions to be able to grow, and specifically around how do I generate more leads? How do I generate more sales? How do I get a predictable marketing system in place? It's quite simple, right? I just find that to be able to get a predictable marketing solution, I actually find that is a very simple thing to do these days. Because I've gone through a lot of the heartache of, how to work all of this out. For a lot of you, know my story as well. I spent $13,000 and I didn't get a dime of return in marketing. It was because I tried to work everything out myself. And, I was a little pig-headed in the start as well. And I was like, I can work this out myself. Other people are doing it. I can do this. Like, it's all on YouTube. It's all on the internet. It's all there available, right? I can put these offers together and I can start doing it, right? And when you don't have a huge budget to start with, or if you have got a huge budget, you can spend money really, really fast. And like, part of the reason beforehand, like, people are spending anywhere from like 10, 20, 30, even up to 60 grand a year to work with us. And it's like, the reason why we created the 300 Mastermind was because we're looking for 300 new case studies for starters. And we need those 300 case studies in order to help take our business to a whole new level. And for a lot of people, they couldn't invest the amount of money that they spend like with us in the past to get the results. So we created this course at only $7 USD a week, or 297 USD a year. And a lot of people go, why are you using USD as a currency? Like, you're based in Australia, all this type of stuff. And half the reason is because we market this internationally and we get people internationally come into the business and into this program. And the main thing is that the main referenceable product or main referenceable currency for a lot of people is USD. So hence the reason we have it all in USD, and it's the only program we have that is referenceable in USD. And we've now got clients in that program from the US, from Singapore, from New Zealand, from Australia, from Europe now as well. So we're getting people from all over the world join that program, and it's got so many more aspects to it. So it's not only is the fact that you're getting marketing advice, marketing strategies, step by step how to implement it, but it's the sales systems that we use currently. You get access to all of that as well. And we do have a referral network from it too. So it's like, you just get one referral, like just one referral per year from this program. It's going to pay for itself on its own. So join the 300 Mastermind. You can click into the comments, join the 300 Mastermind straight away, get access to that. Just click the link here in the description, or we can put it in the comments and you can just click there into the comments and join as well. And for a lot of you, right, like, it's just going to give you everything that you need in order to grow. We do also have our War Room event coming up too, which we're taking applications for right now. The War Room event is like, I ran this in February. I ran it. The funny thing is, the last War Room event before that, I did this unconsciously, right? This is the funny thing. The last War Room event that I ran before the one I ran in February, I ran exactly 12 months before. And I did it unconsciously and I didn't even realize. I put the dates together and all this type of stuff, and it turned out to be the exact same day, right, to the year that I previously ran this event. So we don't run this event very often, these War Room events, but what they're designed to do is like day one, like you spend 3 days with us, and it's now a virtual event. We used to only do it in person. So last year, February, we did it 3 days in Queensland. This year, February, we ran it here in Perth for 3 days. And it's based around day one. We get all of your marketing systems, processes, everything completed on day one. Now, clients of ours that came to the event, every one of them generated leads from that campaigns and everything that we got live and set up on day one. In fact, one particular client actually got over a dozen leads in less than 24 hours after setting up their campaign, and beforehand had never had any experience in ads, funnels, copywriting, automation, anything to do with any of that. And they watched heaps of different tutorials online on how other people are doing it, etc. They didn't know who to target, how to target, or anything like that beforehand. Over a dozen leads in less than 24 hours. And that particular event, then day 2, when we were talking about this, we're implementing all of their sales systems. So day 2 is like all of your sales systems, all of your sales processes, all of your automations and everything all completed there on day 2. And then we got all that completed on day 2, everything done, completed, and even had a little bit more time to go through other questions and things like that we ran as well. So that was day 2, all the systems, the processes, the sales scripts, everything done on day 2. On day 3, we actually jump on the phones and we start making calls live, right? And this was the most powerful point. From 9 to 5, we were just making calls after calls after calls after calls after calls to new potential people to sell the products to live in the room. And these are the results. We had one client who did cash sales, $7,000 in sales. Since then has done tens of thousands in sales since the event, right? And that was just in 3 very short days. And from the 8-hour period of jumping on phones and making sales on day 3, made $7,000 in cash sales on day 3. And there was another client as well, had never had any experience before. So the first one was Jasmine and Bo Waitley, right? So I'll give you names. I'm sure they won't mind me giving it. The second people that got the results was Danielle and Kurt. And they just did a few organic strategies, ways that generate leads for free, implemented everything, had a brand new business, didn't even have a product or anything like that. $15,000 in sales on day 3. $15,000 worth of sales on day 3. Another client of ours as well, who has a franchise, his business has been doing really well through social media, and he came to the event because he wanted to basically sell this high ticket product. It was a $50,000 product, and he had leads that he generated in the past from it. We put some new systems and things like that in place for his marketing, etc. And on day 3, did just over $100,000 in sales, basically where it's gone through into finance and things like that. He's got another process that he goes through as well, but locked in $100,000 worth of sales and really just broke through his fear of being able to jump on the phone and start speaking to new people. So this program, very, very rarely do we ever run it, but it's just done such crazy results for people over the last couple of events that we've done, that it's completely out of this world. We've got the reviews on my page here for it. If you would like some information about the War Room event that we run, we're running it on the 5th, 6th, and 7th of next month. And what my goal is for this event is that we want to get you some, to finish the financial year here in Australia big, right? We want it to be the biggest June you've ever had from a business perspective. So day 3, when we jump on the phones, I'm going to be using a process called puppeting. So when you're going through and you're closing deals of new clients, new customers, new people, what I want to do is I want to help you with the closing process around what to say. So we're going to mute other people in the room, right? And I'm going to listen into your conversations that you're having with your current clients, and I'm going to give you closing strategies, show you how to close the deal, help you close the deal. And I've been doing this for 13 years. 13 years in sales. There's not one thing that I've heard that's going to surprise me. Tens of thousands of hours worth of sales calls I've done now. And on day 3, we're going to be going through that puppeting process while you're on the phone live with new customers, and I'm going to help you close deals, right? And myself and Serena are going to be there listening to every single call that you guys make on day 3, because we want you guys to get cash sales on day 3, right? If you look at the past results and everything that we've done through these events that I've spoken to you guys about on this live stream, right? Am I saying that you're going to do the same? No, right? I would love for you guys to break the record, right? I would love for the fact that, you know, if as a whole, right, everyone that comes to this event, we do $100,000 to $200,000 in sales. That's what I would like to get us to, right? So we're looking for, there's literally only going to be 20 spots for this event. Some of the spots already been taken up by our current clients. I don't know the number, okay? I need to go through and recount it, the ones, and confirm the ones that are coming from our current clients, and that's our Freedom Warrior clients. So, and also our scale partners that want to come and jump on the phone on day 3 as well and work on anything else that they want to work on in their business, they're welcome to come to this as well. So for those of you that would like some information about the War Room event that we got coming up on the 5th, 6th, and 7th of June, and you'd like to just sort of assess, you know, is this going to be suitable for you? Is this going to be right for you? Things like that, because it's not for every business, right? It's not for every business at all, because really we only work with very specific and particular types of businesses, all right? So if you want some information about the War Room, just type War Room into the comments and I'll reach out to you with all the details on that as well. And for those of you that are on right now, there's a few key people that you must follow. You must be following Cherry as well, because what we spoke about today around the whole, you know, focusing on risk reducers in your business, cybersecurity is a big part of it towards the growth of your company, right? So reducing risk of outsiders and internally, right? So outsiders, hackers, people like that, and reducing the risk of your internal staff and people that consultants and people that come and work with your business and things like that, reducing the risk factors around that side of it as well. So it's insider and outsider risks. So you really want to follow her because she'll help you reduce the risk in your business. Secondly, you need to follow Veronique Fitchett. I'm not going to pronounce her. I always try to pronounce her surname, but there's no way I'm going to do it because it's going to be wrong, right? So you need to be following also Veronique as well. Veronique has been working 20 years with Tony Robbins. So hit her up on Facebook for a consultation, because if there's some blocks that you're going through right now, you're procrastinating, you are, you know, not quite sort of getting the results you want to get in your business, right? There might be something here holding you back. And I had so much of it when I first started in business. There's always been new levels, new devils that I come across. And you've really got to work out ways to be able to get out of that and move further into action. And you're going to get that as well by touching base with Veronique. She uses a rapid release technique that can just help you rapidly release whatever it is that's holding you back. So go and follow Veronique as well. I know, thanks so much, Serena. I know you're sharing and everything too. If any else of you have shared the stream as well, you got to tell me that you've shared it in the comments, because you know, I need to know that you have shared it so I can give you guys the shout out. So definitely do that. Michael, right? Mikhail, you definitely need to be following him as well. Young guy, super motivated, marketing background. Hit him up. He's got plenty of experience around, you know, marketing and sales and things like that as well. So Mikhail, you definitely need to go and hit him up. He's another one of our partners as well. So hit him up. He's got a huge background, understands a lot around marketing, a lot around sales, things like that. Hit him up for a consultation. He's an awesome guy. Nina, I don't know too much about Nina, but Nina's always here, always on the live streams, always committed to the next level of growth within herself. I can tell that because she's here every single day and she's interacting. So go and follow Nina as well on Facebook. And, you know, work out a way. Like, you got to surround yourself with other people that are like-minded, right? So find other people that are doing things that you want to do and are in the same space as you. Hang around these people. Change the people that you hang around with. Other people that are committed, other people that are motivated to do things in their life. So go and check out Nina as well and have a conversation with her. So thanks so much for tuning in, everybody that's tuned in today. And tomorrow, 12 o'clock Perth, Western Australia time, you want to be here. We're talking all things finances. We're talking things that are available by the government at the moment, finance-wise, to help your business grow. What's available, what's there, how to present your business in the best light if you're looking to get money from the banks as well for your business. So we're talking about all of this, how to fund the growth. You do need cash flow, right? Cash flow you do need in your business to fund the growth. And how to present your business is an art. And this will also be relevant for those of you that are looking for potential investors and things like that in your business as well. So you want to ensure that you've got that in place as well. And I know Cherry here says, ping her a message. Make sure you do that as well and hook up a time with her. Thanks so much for joining in, Karen. Really, really appreciate you being here as well. And it looks as though we don't have any other questions. For any questions you guys have, hit me up, right? Let's get those questions done. I see that you're getting plenty of value, Mikhail. You're getting plenty of value, Veronique. That's great. Serena, everybody, that's good. What's a good referral system? Ask for referrals. Like, seriously, the best referral system is asking for referrals, right? If you've got a client that is getting results, ask them for referrals, right? If you've got, put a system in place that when your clients come on board, part of the negotiation process is when you're happy with us and you're getting results, all we ask is you give us 2 to 3 people that could use this service as well, just so we can spread the word. We've got resources we can give these people, these types of things as well. So you can put a referral system around that. So even people that don't buy your product, ask them for referrals as well. So people that come through your online marketing, people that are referred to you in any way, shape or form, whether they do business with you or not, ask them for referrals. Who else do you know that could use a service like this? They're either in business, they could be a coach or consultant as well that may be on your Facebook profile. They could be a coach or consultant that you speak with every single day via Facebook or in your phone or you chat with once a week. They could be somebody else who's got like a beauty business. You might go there to get your eyelashes done and your eyebrows done every single day. You may know somebody as well who worked on your website that may be in need of, they don't have much presence on social media, us touching base with them to maybe potentially help them out as well with that. You may know somebody else in the same space as you that aren't using Facebook at the moment to grow their business, but they're in a completely different area to you guys as well, right? They might be a partner of yours, a business partner who runs another business. You might have other businesses that you're associated with that may need some help as well. It may be somebody that you go to the gym with that give some little bits and pieces. Ask for referrals. The best referral system is to ask for referrals. And it's like, where am I getting my current leads from? Who am I working with at the moment? Who am I not working with at the moment? What are my lead sources that I've got right now? And you go to all of those people and you ask for referrals. And you put a system in upfront as well that when someone joins a program and they're happy, they're getting results, things like that, all they do is they give you 1 to 2 or even 3 people that they may know that could use the service as well. That's all you ask. Just put it in upfront. War Room event, yes. So any of you that want information about the up-and-coming War Room event as well, just type War Room below and we'll send you across all the details of that. Fantastic. Chucky is out. See you later, Chucky. Have a good one. And that's Cherry, by the way. We've got names for each other, right? Apparently my name's Johnny Bravo. Serena is Bugs Bunny. And Cherry is Chucky. So there you go. You can have a bit of fun with that as well on our live streams now. We're all down for a little bit of fun. All right, so We're going to wrap this one up for today. It's all done. Remember, everybody, remember this one thing. If you do not fight for your own freedom, absolutely nobody else will. So every single day, you must get out there, you must take action, and you must make it happen. Because these 6 things won't get done by themselves. You've got to implement them yourself into your business. So go through, implement, rewatch this video, do these 6 things, and share the stream because there's more people that need to hear it as well. Or just tag a friend that you believe should see this video. And remember to be the warrior, and I'll see you guys later tomorrow, 12 o'clock Perth, Western Australia time, for the show where we're interviewing Amy Small on finances, how to present your business to banks. And over and above that, we're going to be talking about things that are available for you right now to help you fund the growth of your business. All right? Speak to you all very soon. Be the warrior. Speak soon. Cheers.